Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Cloud and AI Analytics. Hope everyone is doing good. I'm Viknesh and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a BigQuery dataset using Terraform inside Google Cloud Platform. The one important thing to note is this particular workflow will be authenticated as a user account using Terraform. There are many other ways of authenticating it as a service account or authenticating it as a CI/CD pipeline, but we'll be seeing all those things in the upcoming videos of this particular playlist. But this video will be targeting how to authenticate or how to run this entire pipeline authenticated as a user account. So without any further delay, let's get started. So this is the console and I'll be using this particular project for this demo purpose. Now I have already opened the IDE and I have three different Terraform script files. The first file is main.tf, where I have defined the Terraform required version and the provider, that is Google's required version as well. So here you can see the Google's required version is this and the Terraform required version is this. The next one is variables.tf file, where I have defined the respective variables and the respective data types along with the default values as well. And in some of the variables, I have defined few validations. I'll explain you what it is when we are going into this script file. The third one is GCP BQ dataset. So this is where I'll be creating the resource and I have used two blocks. First resource block is to create the BigQuery dataset and the next one is Google service account. And for this Google service account which I'll be creating, right, I'll be providing the data owner role. And this service account will be created for this particular BigQuery dataset. So what is this resource block? If you want to get to know more about it, I have given the link. You can go through it. Important thing with the documentation, you should always go and read this argument reference. And the same I have given for Google service account as well. You can go through this documentation. And now going back to the code, first I'll explain you this variables.tf. What are the different variables and what are the different types we are using? So the first variable is project ID, and this is where we have to define the ID of the project. In my case it is this project, and here you can see the project ID, and I have set a validation as well. So this validation will check for the length of the project ID. If it is less than 6, then it will throw you an error message, and I have set the default value as well. And the same for variable, this type is the data type is string and the default value is US central one. So if I am not passing any value, the default and it will be created in US Central 1 region. This is the variables and main.tf we have already explored. Now we'll be seeing this GCP BQ dataset. The first one is here you can see the dataset ID. The same you can go here and in the argument reference you can find the dataset ID is required. Maximum time travel hour is optional, access is optional, and the other things are optional as well. Most of the values I have given here. Dataset ID is name of the dataset. So this customer data and which environment I'm going to create it. The next one is friendly name, description, location. This location, the value I'll be taking it from this variables.tf, which is US Central 1. Here you can see the same will be configured here. And the default table expiration milliseconds is this one. The storage building model, you can either go with logical or physical. I have gone with physical. And the maximum time travel hour is 48. And this is the labels. Here you can see all the labels I have created it here. Whatever we have defined in the variables, right? That metadata details which tells about this data set. That is what the labels is. Which environment, which project, who's the owner, cost center, data classification. And the next one is backup required. Basically, I have configured this backup required to a Boolean value, but now I am converting it to string. Compilance created by, managed by, and the resource tag I have given it as empty. And the next part is the access. Told you earlier, right? I'll be creating a service account. The service account name will be BQ owner. To this service account, I am giving the role data owner. So this BigQuery dataset will have this service account with the role data owner, and I am creating the access block. Like there is another access block. Instead of for a service account, I am giving it for user by email, like user. So this user by email I have defined in the variable, and for that I'm just giving this data viewer and delete contents on destroy. So basically I've set it to true as well. When I destroy this dataset, everything inside it will also be destroyed. So this is what we are going to achieve in this lab, and it is very simple, nothing complicated. The first thing what we are going to run is we are going to authenticate it via user account. In order to do that, we have to write this command gcloud or login. You have to give yes, then you have to click on this link, open it. sign in, continue, allow all, and then copy this code, go back to your Cloud Shell, paste it here, and then you are authenticated. Now how to verify it? You can use gcloud or and list it. When you list it, you will be able to see what is the authenticated account. Here you can see the authenticated, the active account is Cloud AI Analytics @Gmail account. And if you want to configure it to a different account, you can use this command to activate or to configure the other account as well. And now we will get into the commands of Terraform. So the first thing what we are going to run is Terraform init. So now I'll get into this working directory. So this particular command will download all the required plugins of Terraform, Google, all the required versions, whatever you have defined, right? It will download all these things. And now we will use this Terraform format command. So basically this will check for the formattation, like basically indentation of all the TF files we have defined. And the next one is Terraform validate. So to validate all the configurations, whatever we defined in the code is correct. So the configuration is valid. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to execute this Terraform plan. So this will create the plan on creating the infrastructure whatever the code we have defined. So once the Terraform plan command is executed, you can see that it is planning to add 2 resources, nothing to change and nothing to destroy. And if you scroll above, you can find what it is going to create. Data set will be created. The next one is service account. Just execute Terraform apply. I'll open my console, go to service account as well. So service account, you can go to IAM and admin. And one important thing is the JSON file will not be created for this service account which we are creating. You can just go to this service account and here you can find, here it is, BigQuery owner, the service account for BigQuery demo dataset. There is no, so it is created. Here you can see the Terraform apply command is also completed. It has created one service account and one dataset. Now we will cross check the BigQuery dataset. You can just click on this refresh commands and here you can see customer data underscore dev. So dataset ID, when it got created, default table expiration is 1 or last modified data location, you can find all the details and the labels. And now you can click on this share and manage permissions, and we have given BigQuery data owner to our service account, right? Here you can see, you can expand it and you can find our BigQuery owner. This is the service account which Terraform created. We have cross-checked, we have verified all the details. We want to delete it. So how to delete is Terraform destroy. I said auto approve. If you don't want to get that pop-up, you can just execute it and it will destroy it that got created. And meanwhile, you can find this Terraform state file. This Terraform state file will have all the details. Once this command is executed, right, Terraform destroy, this also will be gone. Obviously, you will have a backup of this created by Terraform itself. It is gone now, but you will find a backup file. So this Terraform backup file will have all the details of this first run, and we'll cross check that. We'll just go to console and do refresh, and BQ owner is gone. The same way we'll do one refresh, and this particular data set is also gone. So that's it for this video. In the next video, I'll walk you how to create a BigQuery table using the same set. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, it's bye from Vignesh.